One thing I learned from my dad, getting along with my mom magically became easier when he gave her more money. Behind on child support, suddenly, every little prepubescent behavior I did was my dad's fault. My dad pays an extra expense on top of child support. Poof. No angry emails about what I said after exchange. My dad couldn't last minute pay for something that was dropped on him, honestly, due to poor planning. Instantly, it was, "You're ruining our daughter's life." It's just funny because these bitter baby mamas are all the same. When that money clears, suddenly the conflict disappears, or at least most of it goes away.
Of 3 kids, someone finally has met all my requirements in order to date me. Some of those requirements were to make $130K a year or more. They have to have an 8-seater for all my kids because I have 3. And they have to have a big house just in case we end up getting married. Guys, I was so scared to go on this date. Such a shy girl. But we ended up going to Applebee's and he told me to order whatever I want.
What would you say if a man asked you what you bring to the table?
I'd say I'm not a waitress.
For those women that respond like this, it would just be a whole lot easier to say you don't bring anything to any relationship.
Why the do guys always think that they have to shower before? No. I like flavor. You know what I mean? I don't want to just lick Irish Spring off ya. You know what I mean? I want some sweat, I want some dirt, I want some musk. Like, I want flavor, okay?
Your computer and you had a Zillow link of my ex's house, and I don't know, that's just like, to me, that just signifies more red flags. I don't know like how much you're peering into my life. That just makes me a little bit uncomfortable. We've been dating for 2 weeks.
Still in dating.
I don't know, I feel like a girl looks for a specific, it determines how tall they are, I guess, but it's preference, that's it.
What's your preference?
My preference? 5'8" to 6 feet, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Ah.
I'm a pretty short girl, that's it.
How tall are you?
4'11".
4'11".
Yeah.
You don't think you should be, like, your standards should be a little bit lower, like for maybe a 5 feet?
No, not at all.
So up there?
Yeah.
You know what you want?
That's what I like, yeah.
Yo, I fit there for my height?
How tall are you?
5'8".
Are you really?
5'7".
No, not at all.
So you can be attractive but short and you won't give him a chance?
No. Because to me, if you're short, you're not attractive. That's it.
What did I say about you?
Gotcha. Exactly. These modern women, I'm sorry, I really am. But you gotta humble them. You gotta knock them down a few pegs so they can understand exactly where they belong.
Fire is crazy, but yo, look at her nails. I don't know what's more crazy right now. I don't know.
Was rude.
When the casting says skinny actor, physically fit, and can handle intense choreography.
That was pretty rude.
Well, yeah, if I'm casting for Mary Jane Watson and the Kingpin walks in, I'm gonna be a bit confused.
3 miles down, 3 more to go.
Oh, excuse me.
Ew, not interested. Still got it.
Yep, she still got it.
Cost to maintain Michelle.
See, I'm not a big spender.
Good.
Roughly, my outgoings are about $6 grand a month.
6 bags. You know what I could give her? 6 Sainsbury's bags.
I'm definitely not asking for a lot, guys.
Chopping them.
So I always say
6 grand like it was water. I like that still, like it was just a beverage.
Life's expensive. So would you fund it?
Huh? Lost your marbles.
I think I left him a bit speechless there.
I fund half. You fund the other half.
I don't do 50.
Good.
I don't want to fund the other half.
She's my worst nightmare still. Babes.
If we're in a relationship,
it's a working process because your maintenance bill, is a little bit too high.
I am not a 50-50 girl.
It's not easy being a man. Men, we have to stand up because this is not right.
What? You think it's harder being a man than a woman?
It's hard being a man, man. You lot don't understand.
I
Man.
do understand, and
You never understand.
I also say.
That's like me saying, I understand how it feels giving birth. If you understand, you release that bill.
If you can't provide for me,
Of a super high body count of women, if I'm completely honest. It is double standards and it is misogyny. You're saying for you to date them, you need to like have a number, and if you don't have that number count, I'm not going to date you.
Do you think he's a misogynist?
Hang on, no. What about the women that expect 6-foot men, over $200,000 salaries? They want muscles, they want this and that, and they're considered empowered women for wanting that. But then if a bloke says, "Oh, sorry, you've slept with too many men," we're
It's the same as a car. Like, this is a crude example.
Women are not cars, bro.
No,
Women are not
men,
cars.
Do you take care of your car when it's yours and yours alone? We take a lot of
I don't want
pride in
other people driving my car. Put it.
Castle right now, waiting for my Prince Charming. That's where I'm at. Right
Why you always talking about waiting, bruh? It's getting too late. You better be 30. You're not coming. You better start finding them. Talking about waiting for them. That's crazy.
I was recording,
bro. Why you gotta say that? Yeah.
And this is why men continue to stay single. They do all of that stuff. They be out here running the streets, literally running the streets, man. A man done told her 2 or 3 times, probably the man that's in her friend zone. Hey man, you worth more than that. Don't be out here in the street like that. Hey man, me and you can work something out. We'd be really good. Hey man, let's talk about it over dinner. You like that Chinese place? Let's go over there. Let's go get some food over. Let's try it. Hey, you like the Italian place? Let's go over there. Let's just sit out and talk. Let's hang out. Hey, come over to my place, or I can come over to yours. I've got food. Whatever you want, take out. I got wine. I'm coming over right now. Hey, have a nice night. Love the man. Sitting there cuddling with this man. But y'all are just friends. You'll never see him as anything more than a brother. You go out there, get your cheeks ran through by Chad and Tyrone. Back to Chad, back to Tyrone. Chad and Tyrone at the same time. And then you want to go back to Joey. Joey's long gone. Joey's down the road. Joey has 3 kids and he's married. You're bad.
You have an OnlyFans. The bitch has an OnlyFans, and she's like, don't be that guy that dates a girl after her 304 face. You are the 304 face. Well, this bitch, all her content is like geared towards like men, like don't be that guy and you deserve better and all this and that. But she sells her hole for less than a Big Mac. Oh my God, I'm dead. I am dead.
See, I'm in my 60s and I broke your heart because you don't want children or dogs. What was the other thing you didn't want?
No stepchildren.
No stepchildren. Okay, I got that too. So by our age, though, we usually have children. That leaves a lot of people out of the game for you. But I love your smile. You're cute, actually. I find you cute.
Thank you.
I was about to say, you got to say thank you.
Thank you.
But why is children, say that, I mean, adult, most of them have adult children. Why is that a red flag for you? Face the camera a little more.
I'm sorry. Children don't, in too many instances, respect someone that's not their biological father.
Okay. So you're making a generalization.
In most cases.
Okay.
Not all, but most.
Well, these are real ones, so their children are real ones too.
Okay.
All right. Let's take a step forward. Oh, is she someone that you're typed up aesthetically?
We got to be compatible.
Okay. But like the look, just a beautiful, great shirt, great,
Yes, we got to be compatible.
Okay. So you just want no kid. Dang.
Man, chowing, huh? I've never seen you eat like this.
I'm really hungry.
I can tell.
Yeah. Would you still love me if I weighed 500 pounds?
Why, is that one of your goals?
I'm not hungry anymore.
Wow.
Like I'm dirty. And like I stink. Yours ain't pass? It's a good thing that I didn't ask. Good thing that your neck is stiff as hanging on a curb. Like, what is somebody dragging you by your head? Don't let me get on your because I never even asked for your opinion.
No, thank you.
Man, I wouldn't even let you crack. No, thank you. You. How about that? The IG white. How the fuck black and you're not even white and your last name white? That should be That's embarrassing. I ain't gonna lie. Two-strand twist to come on here and start, like risen. Why are you still talking to me? No, because I'm on your ass, bro. I'm on your ass, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you think you some hot shit, boring, and you're a loser. You got no personality. That's why you.
No, thank you.
Skip me, bro. Because before I really get on that, bro, and you're back.
Oh, thank you.
Some people trying me. Bro, he thinks he's all that, bro. Look, and you're still saying pass, bro. I don't even care. Because I never even asked.
Skip me. Bro, move on.
Bro, let me see your legs, bro. Let me see. Because you think that you're somebody that everybody wants, and the whole time, nobody wants you, and that's why you're on here. Like, what the fuck?
Pass.
It's a pass, but you on the low. Look at his face. He loves me, bro. You love me. You love it here.
That's your boyfriend on the phone? Pass.
You love it here. I swear to God, you do. You like me or something? No, I want you to give the answer. I never once called you ugly. You're not an ugly dude. But forgive me. Like, can we be friends? We can't even be friends, dog? Damn.
My balloon.
I'm not really into black lipstick. Yeah.
They no rebuttal for that.
He can't handle a goth mommy.
No.
What is a goth mommy?
It's like a very dominant woman who wears like black clothing.
So are all goth women dominant?
Yeah, I think so.
Dominant how?
I think we like to tell a guy what to do, you know?
Yo, is that everywhere or is that just in the bedroom?
Committed relationship, I'd consider cheating, like texting like other guys, like she said, like exes especially. Hanging out with too many guys and just like having that guy best friend. If he's gay, that's fine. I don't care. But if he's not, then it's a little sus, you know? Just like it.
Well, I have a guy best friend. So is that going to get in the way?
I'll say that I have a resting face. I'm here to tell you guys that it's not resting.
It's rotting. Rotting face.
And I keep on saying, these modern women, they get out here looking any kind. What is this? This is a joke. This has to be like a mouthpiece or something like this. Bro, I don't look the best, but come on now. What are we doing? Come on now, girl. This is not her real look. I know this. I refuse.
More offensive when the people in your life who are in relationships or married or dating look at you with pity and they say, just keep trying. Your time's coming. It'll happen when you least expect.
Yeah, they said that because they're trying to be nice. Because if they gave you the straight up advice, they would have been like, well, if you didn't spend your 20s getting ran through by 87 different guys, you might have found a nice one. So now you're 30 and stuck playing fucking dating app games on Hinge. I did just get my pharmaceutical license, so if you would like some accountability pills, I can supply you those.
6 at 22? Girl, you was
I say just something to think about. If a man fully providing for you is the bare minimum, then you cooking for him every single night is also the bare minimum. If him opening every single door for you is the bare minimum, then you picking up his laundry off the floor is also the bare minimum. If him being above a certain height and being in shape is the bare minimum, then you staying attractive and staying in shape is also the bare minimum. If him constantly fixing things around the house, taking care of the yard, whatever it may be, is the bare minimum, then you taking care of the home and keeping it clean is also the bare minimum. I see this double standard all the time where women will want all of these traits in men and call those things the bare minimum. Yet when a man asks if they can cook, they say, well, no, you can cook for yourself. You're fully capable. Wouldn't that mean then that you are fully capable of going to work for yourself and providing, and that you don't actually need someone to provide for you? The truth is that serving is an act of love, and despite what social media may be promoting, being a wife does not mean sitting around and doing nothing and just looking pretty all day while your man goes and works his tail off. It's funny that we put all these expectations on men and then call those expectations the bare minimum, but when a man simply just requires that a woman knows how to cook, social media freaks out and calls it misogynistic.
Well, they got you there because these modern women don't care nothing. These modern women don't care nothing about their man. So they're not about to serve them. They don't love that man. They don't give a crap about that man. Just bring me that paycheck. A little $100,000 a year. You go on and bring it in. Bring it in to me. There was one woman that said, I don't want kids. And then she said, I'll have them though. As long as you pay for everything, you're going to pay for a maid. You're going to pay for a nanny. You're going to pay for, maid, housekeeper, same thing, I think. You're going to pay for a cook. And she wasn't even, like, we're not talking about, like, anybody living like a Kardashian or Beyonce or something like that. We're talking about somebody that looks like they work at Dollar General. And I'm not saying that to be rude. This is what the woman was talking about. And the man, he looks like he probably worked like a blue collar job. That man's not giving that to you. That man's not about to. You can go in there yourself and start mopping that floor. Start learning how to cook. That's about all we're going to do. Ain't no woman with that type of attitude worth it, bruh.
I saw this video the other day of a girl that posted something along the lines of she went to a party with her friends and most of her friends were married with kids and she was the only single one and she felt really sad about that. She felt like she was really behind in life about that. And she was trying to get opinions from everybody because I guess she was like 26 and still not married, still no kids. So she was feeling pretty bad about that for some reason. Let me tell you something, honey. Most people that you see, especially women, are not happy in their marriage. They are not happy caring for a grown-ass man and their kids and being expected to work and pay half the bills and do most of the housework. Does that sound like fun? I have been there and I craved freedom. Craved it. So I eventually left and found my freedom. I don't want you to feel behind. 26, honey, you a baby. You got your whole life ahead of you. I know your friends look happy. I know that they probably looked happy at that party. And there were some days that I was happy in my marriage. But generally speaking, most people that you see are trying their best to just make their marriage work. And they are miserable. I don't know about y'all, but I had to do mental gymnastics to convince myself that I still liked my husband. I had to constantly gaslight myself into staying in my marriage. Other people use other things, whether that's religion, family pressure, or they're just terrified of the divorce process. Lots of women are stuck. Lots of women, more than you can even imagine, feel so stuck in their marriage. That's why some of these moms that are married with kids get so pissed at you for not wanting marriage and not wanting kids. How dare you not live this life that I've gaslit myself into loving? How dare you not want what I have when I told you I was happy every day and I'm actually not? And I have to constantly do mental gymnastics in order to stay married. How dare you live the life I want to live? Is pretty much what they're saying. I love being a mom. I like being a single mom. And it is what it is. It is what it is. I do love being a mom and I love my kids, but if I could go back, I would do it different. Do not feel rushed. Do not feel behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Comparison is the thief of joy. The grass is not greener on the other side. Trust us that have been there and left. It will start out great at first, and you'll be like, this is what they're talking about. And then it will plummet. It will nosedive quite hard. And then you will want the life that you're currently living back. Trust me.
From that little crash out that you had the other day, you're not happy either. In a relationship or out of a relationship.
Just like the men that I've gone out with historically, or if it's men in general, but like majority of men don't care about anything, but what they do care about is, take my shirt for example. If this strap were to be like twisted, I would say 95% of the men that I've been out with would be like, I'm sorry, I really need to fix this and like fix it. 95. Same with like cords. If there's like a knot in like a charger, oh my God, I've never seen someone so motivated to untangle a cord. And I don't know if this is men in general. Is this one of the only things that you actually care about? I'm not sure. Or if it's just the people that I surround myself with.
Men care about fixing things. So if he's trying to fix it, then probably, let's not act like women don't adjust their partners all the time. What are we doing here?
With my girl. And I want y'all to just notice something. There's women all eating there. Women, all eating there. And let's not forget right there too, because they're everywhere. Oh my God. I don't normally go out, but when I do, I go out with my girls, and I am seeing something, a trend. Girls are all going out with their girlfriends. There's not like one date.
Now you have women in their 30s and the 40s who are left behind romantically and biologically, casualties of the sexual revolution, that we're told over and over again, don't be a Sydney Sweeney, be an Elliot Page instead. So Sydney Sweeney is a reminder that women are always going to be women and men are always going to be men who like women. And the people who preach differently, celebrities and elites, they can do so because they have the status and the fame to weather whatever outcome there is for their dumb choices. But the millions of women who bought those magazines and believe that beauty is patriarchy and monogamy is a prison, they don't have that luxury. They're stuck without a...
Humbling today, aka looking at my most compatible match on Hinge. It made me realize I've been on Hinge probably cumulatively 4 out of the past 7 years, and did the math. Probably been 1,500 men that have been told by an algorithm that him and I are compatible. So many people. That's an entire, I don't know, population of a city place condo. There's just no way I am compatible with 1,500 men, especially in the city of Toronto. If you know, you know. I feel like at this point, Hinge must just be looking for any man that has not been recommended to me. Like, if you are a man between the ages of like 28 and 38 and you live in Toronto, south of like Eglinton, I'm positive Hinge has you queued up as my most compatible soon. When you see me grace your screen as most compatible, just know, no, most likely we are not most compatible. Pretty sure you're just like last man standing. You have been selected soldier of the day to serve as my most compatible. You're welcome. Or congratulations, I'm not sure which.
But the way you're talking, neither. Out of 2 million people, almost 3 million people in Toronto, 1.3 million men, somewhere around there. They picked out 1,500 for you. And they're still not good enough. 1,500 guys. This is amazing to me. Modern women can come across 1,500 guys, and not one of those guys will be it. Not one. They'll come across 1,500 guys and not go out on a date with one. Not one will be good enough to text, to talk to even have a conversation with. Out of 1,500 men? Wow.
Men already built. Top of his career, money right, lifestyle set. Here's the problem. When you walk into his life after it's already complete, there's no space for him to build with you. See, that's where women get frustrated. They step into a man's life when he already got the money, he already got the house, he already got the car. Then they try to tell him what to do, how to move, how to lead. And then they get upset when they realize that they can't control him. You cannot control a man that has already built himself. Let me give you the hard truth. The best time to get with a man is when he's broke, when he's grinding, when he's hungry. Because if you ride through the process with him, he will never forget that you were there. But if you wait until he has money, he's busy, he's focused, he's set in his ways, unfortunately, you will be competing for space in his life that literally don't need your input. So the big question to ask yourself, do you want to build with a man, or do you want to move into a house that's already built? Because one brings loyalty and the other one brings limit.
Today I'm getting ready for my 94th Hinge date in the last year. You guys make me laugh, but no, I'm like actually so serious. Tonight I'm going on a date with a guy. He's from Italy. He moved to New York about a year ago. I think we all know I love an Italian man. I love them. He's actually from Italy, which I think just like adds to it. I also have a really cool outfit plans that I'm really excited about. We're going to a wine bar in the West Village, talking for a couple days, and I'm really excited about it. I know this may make some people mad, but I actually have 2 more dates scheduled for this week as well. I'm just really excited. Every single date I've been to where it's like a wine bar, it's always been so fun. I just love a wine bar. And I feel like, especially since he's Italian, it just kind of goes with the vibe. A wine bar makes sense. Yes, I've been reading all of your comments. All I have to say is no, that is not a joke. Like, honestly, for everybody being like, oh my God, like that's crazy, you're using men, whatever. Oh, but like, I am really happy that I'm still able to like go out and at least try. Like, for all the times and how I've been treated by men, it's like, a normal person would have quit. I'm never gonna stop
stop like trying to find something just because it's hard. Anything, I think that's even more reason to find it. I mean, what's worth it if it's not worth the wait and worth all the work? You know what I mean? Actually, an earlier date, we're going at like 6:30, which is like crazy. Like I haven't had a date that early in the day, but then again, it's also the middle of the week, so I guess it makes sense. Last night was really fun. I was actually really responsible. I was out really late. I didn't get home until like 2 in the morning. Not my fault though. Trains were literally a mess and I was all the way in Brooklyn. It took a while. Of course, unfortunately slept through my bar class this morning, which I don't love, but like, what are you gonna do? I met all of my friend Hannah's law school friends and I love them so much. I literally invited all of them to my Christmas party this year, which I'm really excited for, because it's gonna be Love Island themed. Basically, everybody has to bring somebody that they're not interested in. It could be a friend, it could be an ex, and then at the end of the night, there's gonna be a recoupling and then we're all gonna go out. It's Christmas themed Love Island. I don't know if we'll have a boyfriend by then, like maybe. By the rate that I'm going, probably not. At the same time, I'm almost at 100 Hinge dates. If I fit in 6 more dates before September 11th, then I'm at 100 dates in the last year, which is literally I know it's insane, guys. It's not necessarily something that I'm super proud of. It's just the way it is. Debating doing eyeliner tonight, but I kind of don't want to. I'm feeling really good though. I have a good feeling about it. Very adamant on taking me out on a date. He actually like asked me out, I say like almost a week ago. He confirmed it with me this morning and I was like, all right, perfect. One less thing for me to do. I'm happy he didn't forget about it. Yeah, I'm really excited and obviously I'm gonna keep you guys updated like as I do. You guys know me. Once I like a guy, I don't see any other guys. If this date goes really well, I'll probably end up canceling my other first dates this week. If this one goes badly, then I mean, I have some backup. Perfect. It all works out perfectly. But anyway, tuned for the outfit video. Love you guys. Mwah.
I'm telling you, these modern women are out here dating for sport. 94th Hinge date. She might be on other apps as well, but this is just on Hinge. The way these modern women are moving out here is absolutely diabolical.
These days are not as willing to be rejected or take a risk. Men aren't really approaching.
I hear this from women.
Men are not interested anymore. You notice there's not videos of men like begging, wondering where all the women are. No, it's men aren't really that interested in dating and approaching women anymore. They're just hanging out with the bros, getting drunk, having fun, going back home, beating their meat and continuing on to another day. But what's so crazy is that y'all keep asking, like, why are men not approaching? But then all you do is want to insult them for not approaching. It's like, they could be minding their own fucking business. And y'all are insulting them because they're not making y'all the center of fucking attention. That's wild to me. That, you know, y'all said, hey, guys, we don't be so lustful. Men are like, men told men, stop being lustful. All right, cool. Men got the word. Men stop being lustful. They're just cool. They were just hanging out doing their thing. Now it's like, where's all the men at? A lot of y'all got the attention you were getting because men were being lustful. Men are not being lustful, and y'all are like, but where aren't they approaching us anymore? But you notice it ain't men going, where's all the hoes at? We see where y'all are at. We know y'all are at. And shockingly, STD rates are sky high. Who are y'all fucking? If the men aren't approaching, who are y'all fucking and keep spreading shit?
That the girls that you want don't want you either, right? Like, let's just go with what you.
Here's what I think about when it comes to men approaching women. Why don't you do it more often? Honestly, I'm getting sick of everyone being like, well, women have just shoved us out so hard or they don't want to be approached anymore. I'm like, okay, listen. First of all, you can tell a vibe if it's there or not immediately, right? A guy came up to my friend and I at Boondocks and he was like, are you guys from here? And we're like, yeah, or we're not from here, but we live here now. And whenever you go to Boondocks in Scottsdale, you know they're going to be surrounded by bachelor parties, okay? So, like, just keep your eyes open, keep everything peeled. Like, you're going to probably be around some guys that are trying to, like, look to just be there, hit it and quit it, which is, you know, I mean, good for you. He came in and he was, like, asking us where they should go. And we're like, you don't have anything planned? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, that just seems, like, wrong. And it seems like an excuse for you to come up to us. But, like, we weren't, mean to him. We were just, like, talking to him. Like, it was a conversation. I think, like, if you just go up to a woman and have a conversation, why not just try it? I don't get it. The Falcos in Scottsdale. I think the biggest thing for me is that I'm a confident, outgoing person. I really do have no problem going up to someone, but like, I want to see if a man has confidence and comes up to me because that's what I ultimately find sexy. You know, like, If you have confidence and you have a good personality and you come up to me and you have no problem doing it and having a conversation, like, I'm into it. I think that's really sweet. Obviously, it depends how the conversation goes. If I can read that you're just kind of like a weirdo after that, like, then I'm going to be like, okay, swerve, right? But if you can hold a conversation, then most likely I'm like, okay, cool. Hey, how you doing? I don't plan to meet the love of my life at a bar, but you never know. It's just getting to a point where I'm like, wow, men and women really are not speaking at bars anymore. It's everything I wanted and more. You would have thought I haven't eaten in days. What the fuck?
You know, Jordan, I'm not playing with you today. Somebody, anybody out there, take one for the team. Take one for the team. And just take this woman off the market. She probably gonna give you some trouble. She probably gonna talk back. But take one for the team.
In the dating phase, when is it acceptable for a man to bring up bedroom talk? Because y'all men these days don't know how to hold y'all horses. I've met several men that on our first conversation, y'all over here talking about what y'all could do in the bedroom. And that's where you lost me.
Somebody in the comments. Somebody in the comments said whenever she brings up money.
So I go to the gas station to clean out my car because they have free vacuums. So I get to the gas station, I start using these vacuums, and I see a pretty attractive guy pumping gas across from me. We make eye contact, and then I just look away. But after I had looked away, I noticed he kept continuously looking over at me, so I had a feeling he was gonna come over and say something to me. So he starts walking up to me, and I immediately become vigilant and aware that he's coming up to me. He comes up to me while I'm mid-cleaning my car, and he goes, "Hey, I think you're pretty." And I was like, "Okay, thank you." Like, anything else? Because I'm cleaning out my car, I'm busy. And he goes, "Can I have your phone number?" And I was like, well, I'm actually cleaning out my car right now, so unless you want to clean out my car for me, I'm busy. I said that as a joke so he would walk away. You know what this man says to me? "Okay, I'll clean it." Now, I am going to be honest, if I didn't find him attractive, there is absolutely no way I would have even let him 2 feet near my car, but because he was cute, I said, okay. And I proceeded with caution. I sat in the driver's seat, and he just proceeded to clean my car. He threw out all my trash for me. He asked me where stuff went. And then in the process of him cleaning out my car, he was telling me about his weekend and how he went clubbing with his homeboys. And that immediately was just weird for me. I'm like, okay, thanks for letting me know. I most definitely will not be giving you my number now. I definitely was considering it because he was cute. I was just the things he was saying, I was like, this is not what my future boyfriend would be saying. So no, you're not getting my phone number, but thank you for cleaning out my car. And then when he asked if he could have my phone number at the end, I was like, I'm actually on my lunch break. I have to get going. Girl, I don't even work today. But sometimes you just gotta let men do what they're meant to do, and it's make your life easier. And him cleaning out my car definitely made my life easier, so I'm thankful.
Well, I would say, I hope you thanked him for that. Sounds like he was connecting with you, or at least he was trying. But you got on here and you start talking stupid. I sincerely hope that this is satire. Because if not, we're doomed. We're cooked. For somebody to get on here with their feet pulled up to their chest in their car, instead of being inside doing something productive, they decide to sit outside and record a dumb TikTok. Where the man said, "Hey, I think you're pretty. Okay, what else?" Nothing. I mean, did you want to have a conversation? Do you mind if I get your number? Only if you clean my car. Well, I was joking. You weren't joking. You wanted that man to clean your car, or else you would have said, no, I'm joking. That's it. Y'all want something for nothing. And this is how modern women act. I'm telling you, if you guys don't change your mindset, this is going to come back to bite you.
You know, it's always so funny to me when I talk to people who are older than me and I tell them how I want to live in a household where I don't pay any bills, where my husband takes care of me and he's completely in love with me. I tell them that one day when I'm done with my career, I want to say, oh, don't want to work. And I expect my husband to be okay with that and to be able to support us fully. When I tell you the amount of people who have turned their head and looked at me, like who did it and why, they're like, oh, well, you know, like when you're in a relationship, when you're really in love, like you want to provide. You want to help your husband. When you're in a relationship, you do everything 50-50. You carry your load. Oh, the way that I was raised, my mom didn't work. Mommy didn't have a job. We weren't sitting at home waiting for mommy to come home from work. We were sitting at home with mommy waiting for daddy to come home. Have we lost the plot? I'm all for women in the workplace. I'm all for getting a career. But if that's what you want to do, don't shame other people for not wanting to do that. People can be fulfilled with just being a mom, with just being a wife. And I hate when people look at me like I'm crazy because I tell them that I want a husband who wants to provide. They're like, oh, it's so expensive out here. That's not a me problem. That's a him problem. Get it done. Like, why are we being easy on these men? That's why they expect y'all to build them up. All I have to do is sit there and look good. And if I want to pay for something, then I can pay for it. But I shouldn't have to, and I won't. Y'all forget, marriage is a business. Learn your history, first of all. The woman's family was given a dowry by the husband. Back in the olden days, the man had to prove that he was able to pay for whatever this woman would need, that he was able to provide for his family. So there's no reason why you should be splitting the bills with your husband because the economy is crazy, because everything is expensive. No, that's not my reality. That's never going to be my reality. That never was my reality. I rebuke it. Y'all stay safe.
A dude in the comments said, I didn't hear you say one time how you're going to meet your husband's needs. I just heard you speak on what he can do for you. Red flag. Marriage is about being equally yoked, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. But men get off so easy, right?
I recently had a man I was dating come over to talk about us. And when I say dating, I mean we had been going on dates for less than a month. I think the conversation was entirely premature, but it was his idea. He wanted to have it, trust we did, and it did result in us deciding not to see each other anymore. But while we were having that weird-ass conversation, he misquoted, misremembered, I don't pretend to know what goes on in a man's head, a conversation that we had on our first date where he asked me why I was single. And he goes, well, you said that you're single because you think dating is fun and you like going on dates with new people. And while that's not necessarily untrue, that is not why I am single. I am single because I have created a life for myself that is so full and so fun, and I have yet to find a man who adds to that. I have the best friends in the world. I love my family. I love my job. I have hobbies that stimulate and fulfill me. I don't rely on anyone for anything. I pay my bills and provide for myself. I do whatever I want, whenever I want. I have made my bed and I sleep like a baby bitch. And why would I risk any of that for somebody's bum-ass son? There is nothing in this world that a man could do or give me that I cannot do or give myself. I will sooner and happily die unmarried and childless than give up any of my peace for the sake of having a partner. That is why I am single. Not because I want to put on a cute little outfit and meet a stranger at a wine bar. Although that is kind of fun sometimes.
So you did have the conversation. Exactly. So that's exactly why. Somebody in the comments like, why would he bring up this conversation? That's why. Because y'all like to waste men's money. Well, I'll pay for my own. Well, then pay for the date then. Let's stop all this talking and pay for the date. Well, I think and whatever she said, I keep my house at a cool, crisp 66 degrees. Okay, well, you got the money to pay the energy bill. Pay for this dinner bill then. Let's stop all the talking. Let's stop getting out of the restaurant and coming home and turning on the camera with your lights in the back. Let's do all that talking right there in the restaurant. Right there in his face in the restaurant. But do it while you're paying that bill. Do it while you signing your little signature on that receipt. Do it while you're figuring out the tip, and don't be cheap with it. Don't be cheap with it. Don't do no little 10%, 15%. No, that ain't you, player. That ain't you. You play for you got a whole house. Go ahead and give them 20, 25, 30% tip. You got it. Otherwise, shut up and sit down.
Dana, you know what? I actually like your tape. I don't have conversations with my homegirls about this, and this is why I think you're wrong. So granted, if y'all haven't seen the video, look at the whole video. Dana basically is saying that men her age look at her and like, why are you single? And they almost look at it like a red flag. So Dana's 38, right? 38, right? So this is not me coming for you. This is just what I have seen. Me as a man, this is a man perspective. I am a 29-year-old man. I have seen men be the worst men ever. In the early 20s, late 20s, hell, even mid 30s, and fuck around and be 40 and well established, and they literally they're able to go get the woman that they want in life. I know it sounds women love an established man. Now, yes, he probably was a bad man, but he got his life together at 40, and now he's a lot of men are in their prime at 40, 35, 40. But I hate this because it's a double standard. Because as a woman and you're 38, you want a man that's established. You want him to be somewhat attractive. You want him to have a somewhat decent body. And I hate to say this, I'm just going off history. Most men I know that's older kind of date younger. And I hate that. I'm not saying that I'm not that type of man. And I think that's why men look at women when they're single past their 30s, their late 30s, mid 30s, and start questioning it. I don't think we are on the same playing field. A 38-year-old man is in a whole different playing field than a 38-year-old woman that's single.
And I also think it depends on the stage of life a woman is in, right? Because she's looking to, I don't want to say settle, but a lot of women look for resources. They look for, and I know a lot of women say, "Oh, I'm looking for a man," or or a man's looking for a nurse with a purse. He's just looking for somebody to take care of him. A lot of modern women are doing that too. If you want to put it all on the man, you're doing that as well. You're looking for a man. That's why y'all don't want these YNs, right? These young men, because they don't have any money. Y'all don't want to build with the guy. Y'all want the guy to already come ready to go. That's why I went and got my education. So now I'm making more, so I should have access to more. I mean, we're talking about modern women that they don't look good in the face. They just don't, like, at all. And even if they did, there's other women surrounding them willing to give the man that they're going after more. So it's not that you're not valuable. You're just not a top priority to the man that is like your fantasy, which is okay, because you might get to know that man, and a lot of modern women do. You get to know that man just by talking to him. Y'all don't do anything, but you get to know him, and you're like, oh, well, maybe this guy isn't for me, man. I talked to this guy, and ooh, I'm glad I didn't do anything with him because he's just not for me. But then it takes you 5 more years to finally turn around and meet the man that's been standing there for the last 10 years. Oh, God just has an impeccable timing. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. You just didn't look. You weren't looking. No disrespect. Oh, well, God did this and God. No, he didn't. God been telling you about that man this whole time for 10 years. You've been out there praying. God been telling you this the man right here. I mean, God, dog. We sit up here. What was it when there was a man? They were looking for a king in the Bible. They were looking for the king. King David ended up being the king. Spoiler alert. But they were looking for the next king of the people. And the man that had the vision, he came down to this guy called Jesse. He came down to his house, and he said, "I'm looking for one of your boys. I think one of your boys. I've got the word that one of your boys is going to be king. And he trotted out there and he said, these are all my men, right? These are all the fine, strapping young men right here. Surely one of them. And the guy said, no, that's not it. That's not the one. The one I'm looking for, where you got another one around here. Where is he at? David? you don't want David. David's out in the field somewhere. He's dirty. He's stinky. He out there playing whatever he's doing. It don't matter. He's not a king. My sons, though, all of them right here. You want them? No. I know exactly who I want. I've been given the word. I've been given the vision. This is the guy. King David. Modern women have been given the vision. They've been given the vision multiple times. And they're just like that man. What? No, it can't be him. Maybe you got somebody else behind him. Move out the way. What's going on with this strapping young man? You don't want that man. Man claps his cheeks and he moves on. You get into a situationship with another one of those guys for about 6 to 7 months. He claps, gets out the way. That's 2. Another one. You in relationship with him, knowing full well after about a year that y'all are not compatible. You stay in the relationship for about another year, engaged, y'all break it off. That's 3 bodies. And then you got 2 more just messing her. Oh man, I just in a different spot. I was different headspace. So I just had to just let myself out. And people then told you it was the man back there. It was the man you wasn't paying attention to. It was a man that you took for granted. Now, you're in your 30s, your late 30s, early 40s, looking for a man. You wasted all your time. And when the man does not want you, all of a sudden you're crying to God. All of us, oh my God, my life is so... You did it to yourself. You did that. How can anybody feel sorry for you when you're bringing these things on yourself?